Today on the Freemasonry Report, what does your lodge apron say about you? I hope you enjoy. Today on the Freemasonry Report, what does your lodge apron say about you? Hello, my brothers. This is the Freemasonry Report, checking in once again to talk to you about lodge aprons. We're going to get into a subject that's near and dear to my heart, and I think a lot of Brother Mason's heart, because there's a lot of lodge aprons out there, and a lot of them say a lot of things about the brother when they walk into the lodge room. So let's get into it. Okay, so the lodge apron is something that's been used by many brothers over the course of the years, and I'm going to start with the most basic one. That is a lamb skin white leather apron. This is something that brothers get when they complete the sublime degree of Master Mason and they do their give back of the work. This is a very special apron, and brothers that walk in and wear this apron show that they are competent and know the work that they do. But at the same time, it also shows that they're the type of brother that wants to enjoy something and not have to wear it just when they actually pass away. Because a lot of times lambskin white leather aprons are primarily set aside for when a brother passes. So a lambskin white leather apron is the most known item that brothers wear because they went through the 3 degrees and they've been awarded that for the work they've done. And that's a lot of times what you see when brothers pass away. They have that on them when they're in their coffin or casket. With that being said, I want to move on to what is another very popular lambskin apron that you would see a brother wear, and that is the past master apron. Now, a past master apron is an apron that is reserved for brothers that have served as worshipful master and completed their term as such. This brother is generally conceived by many to be grumpy, but others might be considered as knowledgeable and knowing for what experience they have. When a brother walks in wearing that apron, they are generally seen as being well respected. They're seen as being someone that you can go to and get advice from. They are someone that you want to possibly have as a mentor or a coach to make your year as an officer much easier. The next apron that I want to discuss is actually the non-past master apron. It's just a 3rd degree Master Mason apron that's a specialty apron. You can find them and they have blue, or they might have white, or they may have some other color tones to it. This is for a brother that's a 3rd degree Master Mason that just wants to show off the fact that he is a Master Mason with a specialty apron. This apron is generally something they'll get a specialty bag for, if not an apron box, and they're very proud to wear it around. I always like to say, if you get a specialty apron and you're a 3rd degree Master Mason, you're kind of the baller of the fraternity because you have just money to spend on something nice. I've seen these type of aprons with the American flag on it. I've seen these aprons be specialty in a way where they are patriotic and they cover a lot of things. I've even seen really large George Washington style aprons that a brother sells on the other side of the state of Florida. And though it's very big, very ostentatious. These are the brothers that get these aprons. They're kind of ballers and they like to flex a little bit in reference to showing off that they are a Master Mason in their own way. The next apron I want to talk about is the District Deputy Grand Master apron and the District Instructor apron. These individuals are learned, they know their stuff, they're respected, and also they have to wear these aprons when they go to lodge because they're representing the Grand Master of his given year. What's different between that apron and being a past District Deputy Grand Master is it's more of an option, but when you're serving your year for your Grand Master, it is almost a requirement that you do certain things. Sometimes the Grand Master will tell you have to wear a certain tie or a certain style suit, or he'll tell you to wear a certain type of lapel pin when you go visit lodges. The apron is no different for those two individuals. It represents who they are and their knowledge and experience they have to offer to the craft. The next apron is obviously Grand Lined Officer aprons. These are aprons, they're purple in color, and a lot of times when you wear a Grand Line Officer apron, a brother that may not know will come up to you and start having a conversation. I always look at the Grand Line Officer aprons as a conversation starter because it's, again, you're a brother that's flexing a little bit because you have that level of authority in the fraternity, even if it's an appointment, and you want to show it off a bit. But at the same token, it's a respected apron as well. So a brother that's wearing that apron automatically gets respect from a lot of the brothers inside of the fraternity because they're doing a lot of things and taking a lot of time out of their lives to actually show up to lodge meetings and help the brethren out. So my next apron I want to discuss is actually the apron that is for brothers that just show up at the last minute. And they're the ones you can find in the closet drawer when you show up and you sign in. And they are nothing great. They're made out of cloth. And sometimes they're dirty and not clean. This type of apron represents a brother that is running a lot, doing a lot of work, and doesn't have time to always remember to pack his apron, and he just puts on any apron he can get. This is a brother that is someone that's very busy, that's putting his time and attention to his work life and just getting there. Brothers that wear this apron are the ones I love seeing, because they're just getting to lodge and they're not worrying about all the nuances. They're just showing up. And I know in some grand jurisdictions that might not even be normal. The bonus one is the brothers that walk in with a Scottish Rite apron or the Knights Templar York Rite apron into a Blue Lodge. One, you are seriously committed to showing that you are in deep into the fraternity and you're wearing that apron, and it's not a normal apron. More or less there's a reserve for those specific appendant bodies, but when you walk into a Blue Lodge with those, you're really just trying to get attention either to the appendant body or to yourself in some way. And you have a ton of money to spend because you probably have 3 or 4 aprons in your collection, and at that point in time you're just looking for something nice. I know the 32nd degree apron is really cool to see up in person, and so is the commandery degree apron that's out there as well. My personal favorite is actually the York Rite chapter apron, and I know some of those you can get them two-sided, so one side is one purpose, the other side is the other purpose. Those are really cool aprons to have to show off. But are they appropriate for a Blue Lodge? That's questionable. Depends upon your jurisdiction if you're allowed to wear them or not. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I want to add that bonus in. So I know there's a lot of aprons that we could be talking about. I just wanted to cover a quick few and what I think they represent to the fraternity in reference to when someone walks in and how it represents you. If there's one that I missed, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what they are. Now, with that being said, stay healthy. Subscribe everywhere you can find us online: Facebook, Patreon, Twitter, LinkedIn. Obviously, we're on Facebook groups. We're all over the place. Click like and subscribe. Share us with your fraternity brothers around the world. And just enjoy being a Freemason. Take care. Be safe. It's a land skim. That is a lamb skin. Lamb skin. So with that being said, some brothers might get upset that they're wearing the lamb skin. Lamb skin. Lamb skin. I can't speak today.